the Will Show. How's everything you want to know? Keep up everything about sports so you gon' catch his flow. Never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gonna make you even wanna talk. Might even get inspired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the Will Show.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Will Show. Yours truly, Will I Am in the building with Will, and we are back at it. What's going down, T-Rock? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing better. Shoot, I was allergies was kicking my butt. I about lost my voice 3 times.
Well, you already know. You can hear it in my voice. Hey, Friday I'm 100%. Today I'm like 88. So you know I'm a B level, but we're gonna do an A performance. What's going on, Don? How you doing?
What's going on? I'm only one live and insane, I guess you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know, just
well, we
chilling.
know everybody know you insane. So
In the membrane.
you got that right. Yeah, you hit that right on the dot, my guy. Yes, that would be you. Yeah, it's all good. Hey guys, welcome me back. A lot of stuff to get through today. Is really, we'll talk about the awards, see who won the things like that, the winners. Also, it's draft week. We'll hit some NFL. We'll talk about the NBA, and we'll talk about some portal news that really hit home towards Louisville and Kentucky. So, we got a lot of stuff to get on to. And then tomorrow, it's draft day. So, definitely want to go ahead and hit on that tomorrow. So, and if you have not, and if you did not, shame on you. I hope you tuned in and watched Bourbon with a Splash of Sports that was on Friday. So, hope you really enjoy that. We try to give it to you twice a month, sometime at least once a month, but that was a good show. So go back and look at that. And you see on the scroll at the bottom, you see where to find us at 54 Sports, pretty much everywhere. Throughout the show, you'll be able to go ahead and follow, like, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good stuff. You want to donate, looking for sponsors. If you want to just listen to us without seeing our handsome mugs, that's fine. That's okay. It's not a problem. Go ahead and do what you got to do. We're two sane and one insane, as he put it. So it is what it is. And we'll rock and roll with that. We're going to hit the ground running hard and fast because we got things to get a hold of. So let's go ahead and get into this, basketball news that we had the last 24 hours. We're going to start off with one that dropped at midnight, a little bit after whatever, or today, but it was already given. Louisville center James Scott enters transfer portal. It didn't even enter. He entered this one. We heard a little whispers of this was going down. We even got the school that we heard was trying to get him into the portal. NC State. We don't care. We tell it like NC State and all this Alfred Bags and shit. It
Sounds
is
like
what
a
it
little
is.
tampering.
Well, he's from. First of all, when they go through that walk, when they go through those lines, and you score 40 on somebody, tampering is already beginning. But he's from North Carolina, so it's intriguing. You got these other guys that's coming in, Fru and Ali be back healthy. When you look at you, and it's also self-reflection because you already know that the coach loves you. He talks about you like a son. You know his system. He cares about you. And it is, it's a business move because you can get in the portal and try to negotiate your shit and see if you can get more money from the existing things. Nate Amit didn't commit here, so there's more money on the table. You still got more people, but the problem is when you look at the whole ramification of this, if he's gone, you only got 10 scholarships. We saw what happened last year when you didn't fill out your roster. You can't let that happen again. You got to go get you. If James is gone, you got to go get three more players, man. We don't want to see 11 players again and then lose 2 or 3. Not saying that always happens, but if it happened, it happened. Why would you get burnt
Right.
like that? So let's go ahead and start off with the first thing. Part of this is James Scott's enters the transfer portal. T Rock, what's your thoughts on this, Mr. Scott? Saying so right now, bye bye.
Um, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it. I'm always about, hey man, go get your money.
Right.
At the same time, he played hard for Louisville. He did his thing. So I'm not gonna, I've been listening to, folks in the radio and all this stuff talk about all the things he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it all season. I've had several shows
Yes,
where
sir.
I was highly disappointed in some of his performances, so I'm not going to get into that. Because obviously, you know what I'm saying, he's a decent enough talent that somebody wants to pay him some more money to come play for them. Right? So I'm not going to talk about all his downfalls. Do I wish he was still around? Of course I do. He can do nothing but get better. Now, if he played another year and it was still the same dude, you know what I'm saying, another 2 years and still the same dude, then obviously, it is what it is. But um, do I want him to stay? Yes. Am I mad that he's leaving? No. I mean, that's just the way the things are. So, you know, that's how I feel about it.
Don.
Yeah, I was I was a little bit surprised myself at first. At first. But then when I sat back and thought about it and looked and thought about the who we got coming in and the potential of what we still can have coming in, it's kind of odd. And I mean, it really didn't hurt my feelings, but I was, like I said, I was surprised because I thought he was really like a Pat Kelsey guy. But at the same time, like you said, it's all about the money now. This is business. So he's making business decisions, making business moves. He's just what he was going to be in the sophomore season. I mean, junior season. So,
Right.
go back home, North Carolina. If that's what's actually going on, as in what we heard, but going back to home state, but I don't see we losing. I mean, he can be. I look at he can be replaced. Once I seen he can definitely be replaced. Who's all out there? We've seen plenty of guys out in that transfer portal. And hey, wish the man good luck, and so be it. Let's, I believe in Pat Kelsey.
Well, the thing about it is that there's no way he was gonna get those minutes that he got this year. Dude averaged like about 31 minutes. If he averages 31 minutes, that means that the big men that we think coming in that are good are not that good. He should be more. He should morph back into what he was going to be when they first brought him here: a 10 to 12 minute guy, 15 at the most, backup center. Come in there, lob, get out of there. You miss him. I think the part you miss him because he knows the system. He'll be another coach out there.
Hmm.
You know, like T Rock said, a lot of shortcomings, but he fit with that because you had enough offense with Chucky and Terrence and Hadley and all those guys and Rain to do what they had to do. This team that he's got coming in is probably more explosive. So you would think that okay, you can go ahead and probably hang around a little bit and do your role, but I don't think that. I think this may be guys the max for his money because 31 minutes average, average enough points and stuff like that, block shots, dunk, and all this. He's not going to have that same tape next year. So I think this is when you get that max deal, like how we do it in the NBA, get that max deal. This is how you get that max deal because he's not going to get it, right? So go ahead and get that max deal, whatever it takes. Maybe it looks like a 1.5, maybe it look like a million. These people are paying ridiculous amount for these kids, like overpaying big time. But I get it. He has 2 years left. but it doesn't mean he's going to stay with you. We see that. So hey, go get your money. You know, like I said, I didn't expect a lot as far as minutes, but go that goes into the second part of it. You got to fill out this roster, my guy. PK, you got to fill this out. You can, and there's no excuse not to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have the way everything going free. Look, the way free agency's going, you
Free
still got some money to use. You know, we don't have the books, but everybody's been saying that you have some money. You don't have to get the top notch. You need to get some role players to come in there and be the bench guys. Preferably, I would like to have at least one freshman, 1 or 2 freshmen on there, so you can cultivate him. And I don't care if it's a big guy or guard, somebody that you can go ahead and get in there, but you got to fill it out. I mean, there's no way that you can't fill this out at
Mm-hmm.
Louisville. I don't care. T Rock, what you thinking?
I mean, you pretty much, head on head, man. Like I said, go make your money because this is your time right now, right?
Right.
And then this next season is going to determine how if what your value is going to be, is it going to increase or stay the same, right? Because at this point, is obviously his value as far as monetary wise is not going to decrease because nobody's going to, what I'm saying, if you go out there and they pay him, I'm making up numbers here, $1 million.
$1
You
million.
know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to pay him $1.5 million for having a mediocre season.
Right.
So, like I said, make the monies, man. Do your
Yeah.
thing. You
But
know
I'm
what saying?
more,
See where it goes.
I'm more talking about the roster. Forget him. He's
Oh, okay.
To me he's gone. To me, he's
Okay.
gone.
Well, as far as the roster, I I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. Obviously, I think we'll still need to bring in. I think we'll still need another body, a big, as far as I'm concerned. Because I mean, right now you're going to be split minutes between Khalifa and Fru at that position, and we don't know what that looks like, right? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got a passing big man and kind of a scoring big man, and what Khalifa's got a little jump on him. You just don't know what that's going to look like, right?
Right.
So at the very least, what I'm saying, I would be happy with. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I'd be happy with another Frank. Just go in there, get some minutes. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple rebounds here and there, and it's fine. I'm more concerned with front court than back court at this point.
Right. Right.
And it's not really like a concern, but we definitely need somebody else. And then, we got 2 spots left?
Right now we got 10 players.
Right. So, another big and maybe a stretch 4. I feel like we got plenty of guards. So,
Right.
but the roster itself, I'm good with.
Just bodies. What
Yeah,
you
just
thinking,
bodies
Don?
at this point.
Yeah, I so agree with T Rock. I mean, it's the thing. I'm looking for like a guy to swing, small power or small 2. I mean, as in a swing is 6'7". Let me get some height. I need some height in there still. I mean, I know we got enough, but give me a 6'7" guy that's can probably bring the ball up the court, who can shoot, who can play some defense, who can if he needs to, he can back the man up or whatever else. And I'm still maybe a backup point or another just big man.
Well, there's still a lot of question
big body.
marks too.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what Kobe Rogers is going to do.
Is he more of a
Right.
combo?
Right. You don't know,
Yeah.
how well
That is
Khalifa's
true.
going to play in not only in this system, but also in, in higher up, in ACC play. You don't, other than, obviously the newcomers coming in, you still got Kanai. You're going to see if he's going to have a sophomore slump or is he going to play good ball?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's height that you're looking for, it's kind of there, but there's just too many questions still. Everybody's on the 3 guards that came in, but like I said, you still got Kobe. Like Coach said, can't nobody keep him out the lane. So apparently he's good enough to, to do that. And like I said, Kanai's gonna have to step up.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
to me,
never.
you can never have enough size.
Right.
Can never. Interchangeable parts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I'm with you. I think you do need another big with that. That definitely needs to happen, and you do need another forward.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, you use all 13. Get you another point guard just in case. Somebody who could just be an assist man. Who cares? You ain't got to be lights out shooter. I know his system is predicated on that, but hey, you need to do what you have to do to fill this out. And like I said, it doesn't have to be All American, Mr. First Team Transfer Portal guy. There's somebody who fits your system and run it because it is a lot of unknown. You got these guys that coming from other places. It's still unknown. Doesn't mean they're going to be just like Chucky and them, Chucky and Terrence and Mr. Lee and Lewis. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? It could be like what's that dude Fort? That one guard that we had the dreads Ford or something like he couldn't Forte 40 whatever he couldn't shoot a jump and start it for us. Like it's a lot of stuff unknown. You right? Go ahead, Don. I know you wouldn't finish, but go ahead. What was your?
No, it was it. I was trying to think of the guy's name because it was on like the tip
Forte or something. It was Forte. Like it was Forte.
Yeah, Forte.
He was horrible.
Yeah. But see, question marks and unknowns is the name of the game now. And so that's with every team. You know what I'm saying? You may be getting, even the teams that are getting good players still have question marks because you still don't know. You still got to gel. You still got to go out there and play. You know what I mean? So
we shall see. It's a lot of unknown. With that. Speaking of unknown, another one that dropped, and is this the end of local talent going on? What's as far as the walk-on / scholarship guys? Travis Perry, maybe he's going in the portal, maybe because he saw what Don sent us and the breakdown of what these guys are getting paid. I mean, I would take it, $250,000. I would like, thank you, sir. But we all know that Kentucky overreached on a lot of these players because a lot of these players are not superstars, and I would hate to see what. I mean, if I'm Oway and I come back, man, I need $5 million, bro. You paying dudes who was garbage at Pittsburgh and all these other schools and Alabama getting 2.5. I'm sorry, you're not paying me 3.5. If that is true, you're gonna be paying me more than that, brother. Somebody's gonna have to sell a horse or something and pay me for real. And for something, somebody's gonna give me one of them sweets up there for life. I'm gonna need something because when you look at that Don showed us, there's no way in hell, bro, that I'm taking the same amount as Mr. Lowe, who wasn't really third team. Who remembers third team when it's like 10 players per team type shit? I'm not. That doesn't do anything for me. So yeah, you got to pay me. But going back to Travis Perry, good for him. Good for him. If you really want to play and you can light it up, shoot, you may not be going the high level. Maybe he is. Maybe he's going to be that designated shooter somewhere else. They get some run. That's a par 5. Who knows? But he sees the wall, writing on the wall. It's kind of like if you was there with Calipari. I'm constantly over recruiting you, bro. Get in while you can. And you can't say I need more than 250,000. You really can't. You can say it, but let's go. You know. So my question is on this one: will it be more? You know what I'm saying? Would they get that kid that always want to play there? I mean, I know that that's still going to be a thing, but normally they stay 4 years.
Right.
I guess the money is different. T-Rock, what you thinking?
All right, so do I think more kids are going to come? Of course I do. You know what I'm saying? A lot
or will they leave? Like him?
It honestly, it just really all depends. I think it's going to hinge on playtime and money. Will they leave? I mean, if you're good and somebody wants to pay you $1 million more, yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you get, at least go get you a start at somewhere that you've always wanted to play. You may not end up there, but it's always now. With that being said, too, I saw some stuff where Perry is considering going to Ole Miss.
I saw that too.
I'm like, Ole Miss, and it's like 100. It's not solid, but it's like 100%. That's probably where he'll end up going. And I'm thinking,
Wow.
why?
It's not.
Wow.
They're going to pay him 300,000. I mean, they were just going to give $50,000 more to come play for them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
All the way from home.
the question to get back to the original question.
Woo!
Yeah, to get back to the original question, do I think more Kentucky kids will go play for Kentucky? Yes, and I don't. And Pope is not a dumb individual at all. He knows to go get the kids that want, or at least get a kid who is from Kentucky who's always wanted to play for Kentucky. Now, whether he gets off that bench or not, it's a totally different situation.
Yeah, he ain't getting off that bench. Not if
Yeah.
you give. Not if you're getting 20 million a year to get players. The Don, what you
Right.
thinking?
I'm gonna look at this from a whole different perspective. So, what if it's not about him leaving because of the money? It's not about him leaving because somewhere else offered him. What about Pope actually sat there and talked to him? It's like, hey, it might be better off for you to find another place to play if you want this, because he got his playing time this year because of their injuries.
True.
That's why he got that. So at the same time, Pope might be like, I'm bringing in this guy, this guy, this guy.
Like he should.
And, right. And you will be further down the depth chart. So would you rather just sit, or would you like to find another destination to play that you can get some playing time at? You make that call.
True.
And to be honest with you, as in coaches should be with you. Like, you know what, Pope, I appreciate it. I think I am going to hop in the portal right before it closes and see what's out there for me. So,
No, and that's how he should. That's how it should be explained to him. And you see the writing on the wall. You see all them guards. And they still offering every guard that gets in the portal. So that speaks volume. And I'm thinking he's not the only one. Trent Noah,
right.
he's doing it to you too. I mean, they got him listed as guard, and he's getting his guards. So you're absolutely right. And it's okay to be like, you know what? I'm not afraid of competition. I'm going to go ahead and stick inside and blah, blah. But in the back of your mind, you're going to have to do this every year. And then, like you said, Don, you can even take it a next story. Next step forward, like, T-Rock, I'm going to need you to leave. I have no spot for you.
All right. I mean, simple.
Your scholarship is gone. Now, if you want to walk on and lose some of that 250 G's that we're giving you and give you about, I don't know, tuition for a year in state, maybe. But no, you're absolutely right. It's a lot of conversations that we are not privy to that really coaches should be having, and most of them do, at the end of the season. So, yeah, it definitely would be kids trying to get to that door. But whether you are competitive enough to say, hey, I deserve better. I done seen it. I done experienced this. They loved us. Now it's time for me to go ahead and play ball.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. If not, I figured he would make a better business decision, him and his agent, because a better business decision would be go to a mid-major, ball out of control, leave the mid-major, and then make your money again. Make some more money.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
That's not going to happen at Ole Miss.
Oh, no. No, you are a situational player. Don't get it twisted. The dude who came from Virginia Tech could ball. That dude can ball. Yeah. He was a point guard that can handle the ball, who can shoot, lead, play. And one thing you have to do when you are playing for Coach Beard, that's play defense. I don't know if he's got that in him.
Yeah.
Not like Beard way. I mean, you was having troubles at Kentucky this past year. I don't know how much that's going to change. I don't know, bro. That's kind of scary. What's up, Dr. Brooks? What's up, Shan? What's up, D? What's going on? But, yeah, so, hey, Travis Perry, I heard you, dude. He said, hey, Ole Miss said they going to offer me 250 in the coupon book of Jack in a box and win Dixie coupons or some shit.
I just thought I don't know why.
Oh God.
Totally off the subject. Totally off the subject. I just thought about there was 3 doctors that just commented. Man. Whew.
Yeah, in
Nope.
due time. In due time.
Right.
Keyshawn Pryor returns to Louisville. Preseason top 5. Don, what's your thoughts on Mr. Pryor, who said, yeah, hey, what's all the commotion, Reveal?
Right. Let's run this back. We got
Yes,
unfinished
sir.
business. And I
Yes,
like
sir.
it. I like Pryor. I like his attitude because Pryor just ain't no regular guy. So he gets a little bit of soul in him. So yeah, Pryor knows what he's doing. He's like, hey, I can fit this. This is me. I loved it. I loved his talk. I loved his attitude. We That's one of those guys you just have on your team because he got that little spunk in him, the attitude. He's gonna buck up to you, maybe what's up. Let's get it on and whatever else. But yeah, I'm with it. And top 25, yeah, I mean top 5. Yeah, I'm looking at. We're gonna be right there in the mix because they are already talking about us because what we doing in this off season right now. So
Cool.
yeah, I'm with it.
T-Rock.
I'm happy Case is coming back for sure. You know what I mean? That shows up a lot of scoring situations.
Big man wise, yes.
Yeah, big man. Yeah, that definitely shows up that kind of thing. He definitely brings that kind of thing to the table. He sprints up and down the floor. You know what I'm saying? He brings that energy. I'm with it. Preseason top 5, I would say yes, only if we play that same kind of hard defense we played this past season.
Needed.
He playing.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing because you ain't got that dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. Michael's a dog, but you ain't got that Chucky Hepburn dog.
That old dog.
Yeah, point of attack. You know what I'm saying? That just
That
shut you
old
off,
dog. Yeah.
shut your water off. You know what I mean? So we got to play that hard defense because a lot of that hard defense was played out of necessity.
Yeah,
When you
had
can
to.
only play 7 deep, you have to play hard defense.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
better have your cardio together. So I would say top 5 because I have no problem. I don't think we have a problem scoring. My issue is I want to keep the other team from scoring.
True. No, right. Yeah, you definitely have it, and that's why to me you go ahead and get those 3 spots. You don't get to save that and roll it over. Whatever the hell you have to do, spend what you have to do, because he is an up and down coach. He wants you to go ahead and get as many possessions as possible. But I think he also realized when he got smacked in the mouth by Tennessee, shit has to change. Defenses have to be a requirement. In the ACC, when Duke came in here, and we felt, even though, you know what I'm saying, it was because you were short people. You didn't have enough players. This little things I'm pretty sure he picked up that he has to do. But my thing is, Kaysen is a energizer bunny. He's a Montrez type of guy. He's gonna talk shit. He's gonna dunk on you. He's gonna block your shot, let you know. He's that leader that you need on there. He's that player that you hate if he's on your on the opposite team, and you love he's with you. My whole thing is this, and this is kind of go back to the roster. Is Mr. Kanai going to be the guy that can back him up, or do we need to go get him? You're not going to be him, but he needs to be able to get a break too, so he can be efficient. Somebody's got to always have some energy, no matter what you do, and bring it. You're not going to be Cation, but you can at least have somebody who can be a dog, another dog. You cannot have too many dogs on your team. Pryor is a dog, and that's what Louisville missed this past season. You know, sometimes you got to get in a huddle and tell people, wake the F up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's get it. We sleepwalking. Let's go. And he's that type of guy. Preseason top 5. If anything, this is for the fans. Preseason top 5 is for the fans. Because T-Rock already hit on the head. There's a lot of unknown. You lose 1 or 2 games, you're damn 15 or 20. It don't mean you cannot get back into it and do what you got to do. I think it's preseason. Top 5 talent? Yes, I do. Big time. Kaysen actually solidified this. Now it's like go ahead and get other stuff get other ingredients for this gumbo. Let's keep on adding to it. We already got it's already good. It's already won the state fair first prize, but we greedy. We need more. Let's go ahead and get more. So let's do it. You know, run it. Make it where we running people off the court. No choice to make them throw up. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's rock and roll. So preseason top 5 is really, as Louisville fans, we had some of the toughest years. Known to man as die-hard top program. So this is for the fans. So you can stick your chest out more and say, oh, yeah, we can't wait till next year. Wait till next year. It's on. We got talent. We ain't none of the bullshit. Let's get it. So, yeah, I think the talent's definitely there. So we'll see. It should be fun no matter what on that one. All right, let's cool. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get into let's get into the NBA, and then I'll do the awards. Let's get into the NBA. We actually got some stuff going on right now with the NBA, the playoffs. The playoffs. Yesterday's games. You had the Bucks with Dame time back, lose to the Pacers 123 to 115. The Pacers up 2-0. The Don. What's your thoughts on the series? Are you surprised by this? Or is this over? That's it's 7 games if it can go 7 games. But what you think? What's your thought process?
This bad boy's probably over. I mean, let Pacers win one. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Bucks gonna have to come back, but I mean they can. I give it to them. They can, but this ain't the same Bucks that it has been for the past years, though. And the Pacers have to play, and they showing what they can play, and they can put up, go up against some of the best teams up in the East right now. So right now, and I'm giving the Bucks maybe one win. That's it.
Cool. T-Rock Dame said, wait till I come back. He came back. What's going on?
It's never over. It's never over. This is the NBA. You know what I mean? You can't make any money.
He don't know about the next game we're going to talk about. Go ahead.
It's definitely over.
Yeah. You can't make any money. You know what I'm saying? Any other way. I say I'm not on a serious tip. I think the Pacers are probably going to win the series, but I'm going to give the Bucks at least 2.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see 4-2. I think they're going to be rowdy and all this, but we talked about this before. And to me, I just think Pacers a better team, even with Dame on the roster. It's going to take a while for him to even get back to his own self anyway. Dame time is, normally give you 40, and then old boy give you 40, but Kyle Kuzma is still in la-la land. He's still la-la land. Him and the other Rugrats they got on the team.
We're not going to talk about that first game where Kyle Kuzma went 0-0-0-0-0-0.
Come on.
In like 30 minutes or something. I mean,
they said he hasn't played a meaningful game since the bubble when he won it with the Lakers. So he had to realize that he was in the playoffs.
Yep. Well, at least he walking in and walking out with fashion on. Wrap himself up in a rug. Fashion. I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. You good. That speaks volumes right there. Dude ain't worried about it no more. You know what I'm saying? I got my championship ring, dude. I don't care. It is what it is. But I can tell you this. This is over. Thunder 118, Grizzlies 99, OKC 2-0. Come on. It's like I'm working out and I'm watching this, bro, and I'm like, this is disgusting that this game was actually on TNT or whatever, and the other game that was a better game was on freaking NBA TV. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Like this, nobody want to see this. And I get it. The number 1 seed is just the Grizzlies is like, you are truly, this is what an 8th seed looks like. This is what an 8th seed looks like because it's bad, man. Ja talking about we're not gonna lose. We're not gonna look like how we did the first game. You're right because you lost by 50 points the first game.
50.
in the playoffs.
Bitty piece.
And started the game down 8-9-10-0 in this game. Like, come on, man. This is bad. So I'm going to tell you, all my FanDuel brothers and sisters, do not take anybody in these series. Do not take none of that. Because the Grizzlies, shit, I mean, they can't score points. And the Thunder, the starters may be done by the third quarter. Don't do it. If you do, you need to do alternate points and all that kind of stuff. T-Rock, so you say we got a chance? You saying we have a chance? Is it hope? Is it a chance or what? What's going on?
There's always hope, but this is hope. They got too many horses. The Grizzlies got too many slow bears.
Well put, Don.
I mean, I thought it was awfully funny, like in the first game. The first game, like I said, they was spanking them so bad. So, I mean, they pretty much cleared the bench in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, the score, as in both teams scored individually in the fourth quarter, Thunder scored 19 points in the fourth quarter, and the Grizzlies scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah. That tells you how bad it was. Yeah. I mean, 131 to 80, it was ridiculous spanking. The biggest blowout ever in the first round. The Grizzlies are showing you why they were in the playoff. I mean, the
play-in game,
play-in tournament, play-in games and stuff. Yeah, they showing you that. I mean,
embarrassing.
Yeah, what the?
Yeah, that's yeah. TV ratings is like.
They got guns and grenades, so they're good.
Well, I think the grenade went off in the studio when Shaq had to run and use the bathroom. All that stuff. Now this right here.
There we go.
Has a chance to be going all the way down to 7. T-Wolves and the Lakers. Lakers won yesterday 94-85, tied the series up 1-1. You know, I think kind of like how they said on TNT, they wanted to see the maturity of the T-Wolves. I ain't going to say maturity, but see how you handle it because you already got that one game. Can you be greedy and get 2 games? And you can tell how the game started. They had no interest in winning that second game. They was happy for the split, even though they tried to do a little something, you know, get a little close, you know, that kind of stuff like that. But still. The Lakers, man, you know, you could tell that they really wanted it. It was really physical. That second game, this second game right here was physical. I mean, it was a lot of fouling, pushing, and fouls. You know, you had numerous players with like 3 fouls in the second quarter, like by the second quarter. Like, what are we doing with this one? And it get this over with. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and start this, Don. And I know this is the Lake Show, your team. What's your thoughts on the Lakers and T-Wolves?
You know, it got to a point, you know, brother had to go to sleep. I mean, I had to because, you know, it's been a long week.
Right.
I couldn't even turn into the fourth quarter. I was just praying that they didn't, you know, trick this one off. So I woke up, had to get that notification that we pulled it out. I'm like, oh, okay, so I can sleep nicely during the night. But once y'all let Luka start off like he does, Luka, I mean, if you let Luka do what he does, it's game almost. I mean, he gets that hot streak and he keeps going and he does moves and he starts feeling himself and you can't control him. It's like, LeBron's sitting there like, I knew I traded AD for a reason. I'm like, oh yeah, well they did, you know. He didn't have any input in that.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
So
he didn't know.
But that first game, like the first game was physical. They try to call out the Lakers like that they wasn't being physical enough. So I guess game 2, they had like, okay, look, we're gonna put our bodies, their bodies, we're gonna make this a game. And if you know, because that was one thing to me, you know, you had Anthony, your boy Edwards was talking a bunch of crap. I mean, and you do that to, I think he was calling Luka out, and I think Luka, had to stand up for his, you know, and show him what he's all about in game 2. So we'll see what's look like game 3 when we visit Minnesota.
Yeah. Hold on, T Rock. Because I know you're
I
gonna
was,
enlighten us with some good stuff. The crazy thing is, the Ant Man can call out anybody he wants because nobody can stop him. That's the thing about it. Lucas scored 31, but he'll give up 25, 27. It is what it is. Lucas no defense whatsoever. I think the Lakers. The problem is which LeBron you're gonna get. If LeBron is not going to be consistent, a 25-point player, then they ain't getting into the conference finals because you cannot depend on Reeves. I'm sorry, dude's a good third option, but
Oh
he's
no,
a 15-point option.
no.
So then who is it? That's the thing. Who is it? You got to really hope Luca goes for 40, and then LeBron takes his Geritol medicine to get 30. I don't know who's the other person as a Laker.
I
I mean,
mean,
you the
right.
Laker residential. Who else? Who are you looking for?
The thing is, what we talked about at the beginning, we're gonna need Rui Hachimura.
Oh
We're gonna
shit!
need him to show up.
Shit!
We're gonna need him at least to get something like 15, 12 to 15 a game. We're gonna need him to do something. Vanderbilt
Did he
ain't
say
doing nothing.
Vanderbilt?
You got
Okay, okay. Go ahead.
I said he's not doing nothing.
He
We
ain't
know
gonna do anything.
Vanderbilt ain't doing
Yeah.
nothing. Right. So it's almost too much weight is gonna be on LeBron and Luca.
It has
And
to be.
Austin Reeves, you know what I'm saying? Austin he'll have his good games, but just like yesterday, the man was 0 for 6 3-pointers. So it's like you can't trust it. I don't trust him. Because he will have a game. He'll have a bust out game. He'll have 20 something. But the next game he's not. He's gonna have like 12 to 15. So it's too
Yeah,
much.
it's
We
gonna be
just need
tough
another player to step up.
consistently. T
You
Rock,
know,
what you got?
yeah, Darian Finney Smith ain't.
wow. It's crazy because we talked about Luca, we talked about LeBron, talked about Austin, and then we just kind of crapped on everybody else, and kind of crapped on a couple others. But to Don's point, you said you let Luca do his thing. Um, that's the key.
Has to
You
be.
got to throw bodies at him. You got to throw bodies at him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the key to the first game, other than Nas Reed having a really good game. Um, that's the key. You gotta throw bodies at him because it's like if you can throw bodies at Luca, you know what I'm saying, and just play your regular game, so to speak, against LeBron, as forces everybody else to do stuff. I've seen games where they basically face guarded both of them and forced Reeves to beat them. And he can put the ball in the hole when he can, but it's not it's not efficient. That's just not the person that you want to try to win you a basketball game, right? You could help you win a basketball game, but he's not going to win you a basketball game. Um, so the Timberwolves, especially as of last year, kind of they were long, lanky, and could play defense. And if they can continue to be that long, lanky defensive team, they can give these Lakers fits, right? I think before we started talking about this, I said that the Timberwolves will be one of those sneaky teams, and I still believe that.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough anyway around that. It's gonna be definitely tough, especially when you see OKC is this. That's a different beast. That's a different machine that I
Hmm.
don't think nobody is equipped for that. There's some teams that can maybe take them to 5, 6, but you gotta hope. But this was a series that we thought was going to be a great. So and it's 1-1. That's what you want, big time, unless you're a Lakers fan. Right now, this game is ended. The Celtics won 109 to 100. Celtics now is up 2-0. I'm just gonna go over the scores real quick on this one. Mr. Tatum did not play. He has an injury, so he ain't no telling how that's gonna be looking like. Right now, you have the Cavs up 101 to 99 with 4:25 left. The Cavs, if you're serious about anything, if you're serious about going to the Eastern Conference Final, you can't lose this game if you're the Cavs. I'm just gonna say that. And the game that's going on right now, this started. You got the Warriors and Rockets who, after the show and stuff, I definitely be tuned in on this one because this is another series that you like to see. Um, Out of those three games, T Rock, anything that you look forward to? I mean, we already know the Celtics won. The Cavs is trying to win. Anything out of those three games that catches your eye or whatever?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, our boy's got a wrist injury, right?
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah,
Uh,
Tatum.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's got yeah, Tatum. I think he's got a wrist injury. And as good as the Boston Celtics are, they're even better with him, and they're lucky they're playing Orlando Magic right
True.
now. I really think you know Golden State, like I said, Houston game. I think it's going to be interesting. It's kind of youth against the old guard there. So we'll see how that's going to go. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
Don.
I mean, myself, I don't look for the Lando. I'm not counting Orlando Magic out yet. I mean, even though Boston's up 2-0, I think Orlando might sneak a couple in. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised at all.
Especially if Tatum don't play, it's given to you.
Yeah,
That
Hmm.
should be
but
something. Yeah, you got to get it. If Tatum
yeah,
don't play in Orlando, you get. I mean, come on, at least get you one win, please. Let's get you
yeah, you got
one.
to take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let me do these awards real quick. Let's go ahead and do the winners. You guys, thank you guys who voted. You guys really came through and voted for these kiddos who deserves it. So let's go on and get it rocking and rolling. The first one we got here, the Will Shows Kentucky High School Baseball Player of the Week, sponsored by Mile Wide Beer Company. Is Trinity Zach Floyd, 727. That was his average. A home run, three doubles, a stolen base, and five RBIs. Also a Louisville
Killed it.
commit, Louisville baseball commit. Congratulations, big time on that. You showed out and took care of business like always. Let's see. There we go. Next up, they kept it in the family. They kept it in the family. The Will Show Kentucky High School
Oh,
Baseball Pitcher of the Week, sponsored by Mile Wide Beer Company Trinities, Hudson, Meredith. He was 1 and 0, 10 Ks, 1.40 ERA, striking out people left and right. Congratulations. Woo! 10 Ks, man. Hey,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
that's taking care of
That
business.
ain't that.
yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir.
Next up, the ladies. Let's go. The ladies, the Will Shows Kentucky High School Softball Player of the Week, sponsored by Mile Wide Beer Company. Yours truly, Mile High. Maya Green, who actually is an eighth grader, but she plays for Mel. Batted 538, a triple,
Ooh.
two doubles, and six RBIs. Putting in that work. Congratulations, Maya Green. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, bring it home. Bring it home. And this is the first time I think, probably since first started doing this, that it's all Louisville schools. The Will Show Kentucky High School Pitcher of the Week, sponsored by Softball Pitcher of the Week, sponsored by Mount Y Assumption, Ava Lou Manley, 2 and 0, and a save, 1.31 ERA, 6 Ks, putting in at work. Ava, congratulations, big time. You deserve it. That's what it's all about. Make sure you guys you can nominate. Make sure you have the stats. Make sure have everything by 4 p.m. Sunday for the week. Really appreciate it. nomination, you can do that. It's not a problem. That's what it's all about. All right, let's get into some little bit of this football before we get off of here. We're doing what we do, and so I want to, the draft is tomorrow. That's what we do. So you got 49ers, you got the Chiefs, you got the Cowboys. And so we're gonna start with the 49ers, Don. Give you the opportunity. What's the needs, my man? What y'all looking for, man? What you looking for your team to go ahead and do and get?
It's so funny because it's the thing about what they've done this offseason because I really don't know what they are trying to do. They're trying to unload money, uh, secure a bag for Brock. I don't know. They're probably trying to give this man more money than he deserves. Probably so. But that's how the market goes. And
Like everybody.
I think we're gonna need some right. We're gonna need some definitely gonna need some defense. We're gonna need some corners, we need some corners, linebackers because we got to replace. I'm thinking of people we got to replace that we let go. Linebackers, a couple of safeties. We're gonna need some defense for sure because they took advantage. I remember last year. Yeah, they took advantage of some of our corners and exposed at some point. Like one of our corners was doing. He was can't think his name right now, but one of them he was doing like one of the best in the league. But then on the other side it was like shape. So that and then we're gonna need some offensive tackles, some on that line. So let me get some good defense, some good line play.
Cool, cool. Yeah, they saying like you pretty much hit it on the head. They talked about offensive tackle, quarterback, edge, DT, and a center. So you guys pick number 11, one pick above my team. So I get you, man. I understand what you're talking about. T Rock, what's the Chiefs needs, my guy?
Um, I still think we need maybe another person in the secondary as well. Rumor has it that we might be trying to get another running back, which I wish I could remember the kid's name. He's fast, and that's the one thing we didn't have. We had that times past. We had that Thunder and Lightning. You had Pacheco and McKinnon or somebody like that. Williams and all these guys. But which now you had last year you had Thunder and Thunder. You know what I'm saying? dudes just try to get hard yards. You know what I'm saying? So I think we could probably use a nice little shifty, really fast running back to offset. People just trying to break through tackles. So somebody can get around the edge there. And um, definitely see the thing is, past what 2 drafts we've been getting offensive linemen, but we need some help on that line. As you could tell in the Super Bowl, we couldn't block anybody. So I'm gonna say somewhere say that, and I'll take another wide receiver as well.
Always, you can never have enough
Oh,
of that.
right.
You,
Like,
you can never have enough of that. They pretty much say edge, defensive tackle, cornerback, running back, and offensive tackle. Big time on that one. My Cowboys. You know what? The crazy thing is, I'm not mad at Cowboys moves. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to get the big names, but you need to make sure you solidify your roster as far as have depth. So pretty much you got people that can fill in, and then the draft is really how you build the foundation of your team, how you get the talent for cheap, cheap labor. You got them from the 5-year window type thing. You can do what you got to do, but need a receiver. Would like to have another running back, so receiver, running back, another offensive guard, defensive end, and a cornerback solidifies everything for me. But once you make moves in the offseason, the free agency, this is when you can get the best available. You know what I'm saying? You got 37 mil still on the table where you can spend for free agency, take care of Micah Parson, and do what you got to do. It's up to you if you can do it. Not saying you're gonna win games, but you at least like to have your roster full of talent. That's it. I
Right.
mean, you lost. When you lose your starting quarterbacks and you can still not be in the top 10, of the pick, hey, I'll take that. I mean, you always want to go to the playoffs, but hell, sometimes you go to the playoffs knowing you're not going to win, and you stuck in that zone of the 18th and 19th pick, and you ain't getting the game changers. It'll make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So like either you're not gonna be in, either you in to try to win it or you out. Fuck it. Forget all that. We made it to the playoffs. That don't mean shit at all. And
Mm-mm.
that's bad. Pretty much hit it on the head. Wide receiver, running back, edge, cornerback, and offensive guard. What they need. All right, real quick before we get out of here, who is the safest prospect in the draft? Who is the safest that you guys think? And actually, I kind of jumped a lot of stuff, but go ahead.
The safest prospect from the draft. That's an interesting question because at the QB position, you can't really call them safe because you don't know what you're gonna get when they step up to
Yep,
the next level.
you good. I'm gonna help you out.
True
To
that.
me, Travis Hunter, that's the safest.
Yeah,
Dude can play
yeah,
quarterback or receiver. If he
yeah,
sucks in one,
yeah,
flip his ass to the other. I know he's gonna
yeah.
make the roster. I, I know he
True
is.
enough.
To me, that's my safest
Yeah,
prospect in the draft.
you can't really beat that.
I
Can't
mean,
beat that with a stick.
it's like,
Yeah, I have no retort.
it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm just mad because we can't get him. Somebody's gonna get a hell of a pick,
Yeah, buddy.
and
Hmm.
it is, it is.
I don't know. It's hard. Like you said, it's hard. Just transitioning. Like you said, you don't know what you're gonna get till you get it.
Biggest red flag, Shador Melrose, because there's rumors that's going. Like I said, we've been talking about it that he is most definitely getting picked kind of high. And we talk about Mr. Milrow, it's definitely. And then Shador, to me, the red flag is not even about his performance. It's just, I love a cocky person, but it's also a way to interview. You don't have to interview like you own the shit. You you may get drafted top 10, but you're not the best quarterback in the league, brother. Calm down. And it's okay to have confidence, but
Right,
interview, it's a business still, man. And he's not treating it like a business. And that's why you're hearing all this rumbles about this shit with him.
Hmm.
right. I don't know, man. What's old boy's name? The one
Johnny
Colts quarterback.
Oh, Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, Milrow give me Richardson vibes.
Woo. I can see it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that just for that alone would be a red flag for me.
I like that. I like that. What you thinking, Don?
And I'm thinking Shador reminds me of like a Johnny Football. I'm just like, I don't know if I can trust him. I mean, it just it's too. He's already too publicized. He's already, he thinks he's bigger than itself, than football game itself, and that's just, radiance off his father. What his father made him to be like that. Hey, you hate for it to happen, or it's for the kid, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, take one step at a time. Take everything in. This is the NFL you stepping into. This ain't Jackson, Jackson State, and all this. It ain't Colorado, bro. This is it's gonna change everything up. I know you trained and this and that through football with Tom Brady, but at the same time, you don't think these guys are ready to just light you up just by who you are. So I don't know. I think Shador.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, because I don't even take Miro seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like mm, five things on the table, and four of them are the same, and one is not. Like I don't consider him a quarterback. Like you know, and then when you see all this crap about. He said he's faster than Lamar. He said, and he's like Lamar. His arm is better than Lamar. That is that you know that you really didn't watch college football when he played, when Lamar Jackson played at Louisville. when you're only saying that he ran for 4,500, you do know he passed for more than he ran, right? So that lets me know you don't know what you're talking about. There's no way. It's don't compare. Like I said, I saw this on. I actually saw this on X, and they talking about and they comparing him and shit. And I said Lamar Jackson more like Major Harris from West Virginia back in the day, who could run around and
Yeah.
throw bombs and shit, and then only play 1 year in the league. That's what Milroe is to me. So yeah, that's a joke. So to me, as far as playing wise, is Milroe. As far as who's going to be put out, probably because his attitude, it'd be Shador. It'd be him.
Yeah.
In certain cities his pops want him to go to, there's no way you put him in New York. That media's going to eat his ass up. Like he couldn't survive in New York. Like stop it. Let's be smart about it. And actually, this be happening to anybody who wants you. Should the Rams draft a quarterback? I know this is your division. We already heard of Stafford and all this kind of stuff. Stafford's old man and getting all this different stuff. First of all, every team need to draft a quarterback because it's cheap labor. You'd be foolish not to. So,
exactly what I was thinking.
He could be the third, you know what I'm saying, without a doubt. So let's go ahead and move it this way. Should they be drafting his replacement? Big time. Don, what you thinking? I know it's your rivals.
Right. I mean, I look at it because you think who they got on there. They got Jimmy, Gigolo Jimmy, and Matthew Stafford. So, with that being said, yeah, they should draft another quarterback.
Gigolo Jimmy, Lord have mercy.
They should be ready. They should have one on bank sitting there in the bullpen. Something just waiting because
Damn, bro, you did him like that. and his picture behind you. Is that him? Nah. Damn.
Hold up.
I thought I was about to see Garoppolo back there somewhere.
I'm not sure. It did look like it, but
Right.
let's make sure it ain't.
It ain't him. Yeah, I think that's Mr. Warner. That's Mr. Warner. Okay, cool. Got kind of nervous.
They're light-skinned brothers, so Jimmy Tan's
Italian.
He's
Italian.
Yeah.
So, he's a little bit Italian. He got that tan on him already. T-Rock, I know you guys. You got that surefire Hall of Famer MVP ass quarterback you got. So we know that you. What is it, Carson Wentz, y'all backup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all getting one.
Yeah, but should the Rams draft? Should the Rams draft one? Yes, because you could never have too many quarterbacks.
Not them old ass, with them old ass people.
Yeah. So it's just about picking the right one. That's all. It's all about picking the right one, and a lot of folks is regretting some of their picks.
That's true. That's true.
Some quarterbacks can run about 20 or 30 yards and get tired and want to come out.
Yeah, that's another thing. Especially and they picked 26, so they got quarterback, linebacker, receiver, and QB running back. Yeah, they need to go ahead and do what they need to do. Last but not least, what we got here? Which college will have the most players drafted? This a guess. Who y'all guessing? What team is going to be definitely represented? Who's going to have the most? Previous years, you had like Georgia, of course. They was winning championships, so they went ahead and took care of all their players. Hell, Philadelphia Eagles is Philadelphia Bulldogs. Pretty much. So,
but they had to come off that Philadelphia money. That's a good question because I'm not even sure where most of these kids is coming out of. I was the first thought that came to my head was Michigan. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't know coming out of Michigan, but I felt like there was a lot of players that's been talked about since I've been kind of, looking over stuff that's coming out of there.
Right.
Possibly Ohio State. I don't know, but I haven't done the research, so I'm just kind of going off the cuff here. But yeah, I'll just stick with it. Hell.
It can't go wrong either way.
Yeah.
It is a good one. We definitely know. To me, it's definitely probably an SEC team.
Yeah.
Just don't know which one. Georgia did not have a great year, but they still have great talent. Even though some of these schools maybe don't have winning records, the numbers they need to, but they have abundance of talent. Or maybe even Texas. Texas got a lot of people coming in, and maybe
Sure enough.
Texas. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Texas with that one. What you thinking, Don?
Oh man, just by you saying it, it's so like usual. Most of you gonna have your SEC, but then I was thinking like a Ohio State. Like man, you already said Georgia, Alabama. Like they didn't have.
Excuse me.
Seemed like I got somebody sitting there. No, I'm trying to think. Michigan?
Vanderbilt.
There you go. All of them.
Yeah. Said all of them. Every one team I announced. All of them.
Everybody.
All of them.
Everybody.
SEC.
The whole SEC will get. The whole SEC will get.
SEC. That's it. Everybody. Ain't no other team. It's SEC, baby. That's gonna get it. Ain't nothing wrong. All right, T-Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Shoot. I guess if this is my last time seeing everybody for the week, I'd like to wish everybody a happy week. Also, if y'all, I'm making an announcement. Mawat, Saturday, Sour Fest. They have 3 guest taps coming in: Street Side, Fabled, and 450 North. Big festival, no tickets needed. Just come in, show up, enjoy you some sours, and it starts at 4.
Oh, wow, that was a good one. The Don.
Man, that's kind of 4. Let's get to drinking early. Man.
Yeah, day drinking. That's what I do best.
Well, while we was talking about, comebacks, we was talking about the NBA, we was talking about those series and teams coming back, and who knows what could happen. Hey, in life, who knows what can happen. So nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Enough said.
Bring it back, DJ.
Woo-wee. Enough said. Thank you guys for the support that you give. Sometimes shit this leaves you speechless. Out. Peace.
It's the what? It's the what? It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Tune in every week. He gonna let you know. It's the what? It's the what? It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. How's everything you wanna know? Keep up everything about sports, so you gon' catch his flow, never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gon' make you even wanna talk. Might even get inspired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side.